Hello students, welcome to another lecture of pharmaceutical jurisprudence, and today we will be starting with the manufacture of medicinal and toilet preparations containing alcohol and other narcotic substances. So let's start. So as I told you in my previous lecture that the manufacturing can be done in two ways, one being inbound and the second being outside bound. So there is a basic difference between the two. Firstly, we'll quickly understand the difference, right? So talking about inbound, for manufacturing a particular medicinal or toilet preparation containing alcohol and narcotic substances, in a bond you need to have a license, right? You need to have the proper construction of the bonded laboratory as per the law. This construction and the designing and the basic requirement, different rooms which are required basically, which should be present in the manufacturing unit, we'll be studying in our coming lectures. Then excise duty payable on removal of goods from bonded laboratory has to be there. You need to pay a certain amount of money if you want to remove the goods from the bonded laboratory. Then bonded laboratory to function only under excise staff, a proper excise staff has to be there, and under the supervision of the excise staff can that laboratory run, right? And this in-bond manufacture is only suitable for large scale manufacture, right? Now talking about outside bond, you require a license for manufacturing medicinal and toilet preparations outside bond. You need to have a proper construction of the non-bonded laboratory as per the law. This also we'll study in our coming lectures. Then you need to pay certain amount of excise duty at the time of the purchase of the spirit, right, or the alcohol, right? Then you don't need any excise staff in outside bond laboratory, and this is mainly suitable for small scale manufacture. Now you must be hearing the term as excise duty a lot many times, right? So we'll just quickly understand what an excise duty or excise tax is. So an excise or an excise tax is an inland tax, and it is very different from custom duty, right? Excise tax is basically a kind of indirect tax. By saying indirect tax, I mean, like for example, if you go to a restaurant to eat food or you buy something from an online store, you might observe that there is a MRP for your product. In addition to that, there is a certain amount of tax which the site or the restaurant adds. So that particular tax is termed as direct tax, because the company is taking that particular tax directly from you. They are telling that this particular amount is the tax and they are taking directly from you, right? Whereas indirect tax is a tax the value of which you do not know. For example, the value of the tax will already be included in the MRP, right? You will not get to know that you are paying any tax, but in real terms you will be paying certain amount of additional money in addition to the cost of the product. That is termed as indirect tax. In India, an excise is described as an indirect tax, which is basically put on and collected on goods which are manufactured in India, whereas a custom duty or a custom tax is basically put on those products which are not produced in India, and they are basically put on products which are coming from outside India, right? And this particular act is extended throughout India. Now today we will be studying about the structure of the laboratory for the manufacture in bond, right? What are the requirements if you want to manufacture a particular medicinal or toilet preparation in bond? So a separate spirit room is required to be provided in the bonded premises. There should be only one entrance to the laboratory and only one door for each of its compartment. There should not be multiple doors, right? Moving further, a separate room for the manufacture of medicinal preparation and a separate room for the manufacture of toilet preparation should be there, and separate storage room for both the preparation should also be present. And there has to be a room for the excise officer who is in charge there near the entrance with proper furniture. The bonded laboratory where the manufacture has to be done, it should be opened and closed in the presence of the excise officer who is in charge. And every window in the bonded laboratory should be provided with iron rods, which should not be less than 90 mm in thickness, set apart at a distance of not more than 102 mm. The iron rod should be embodied in brick construction to a depth of 51 mm at each end. From both the sides, it should be embodied in the brick construction to a depth of 51 mm. Then the window should be covered from inside with strong wire netting, and the aperture of the net should not be more than 25 mm in diameter. Then each room in the bonded laboratory should have a board indicating the name, the serial number of the room, and the purpose for which that particular room is being used. The pipes from sink in the laboratory, they should be connected to a closed drainage system. The gas and electric supply should be arranged in such a way that their supply is cut off at the end of the day when the work finishes. All the regulators and the switches, they should be securely locked. Permanent vessels which are used for the storage of different solutions or drug products, they should have a proper serial number, and statement of the full capacity of the vessel should also be mentioned. The spirit or alcohol, it should be obtained from the spirit warehouse, and that purchase should be approved by the excise commissioner. The request for the purchase, it should be sent in duplicate, countersigned by the officer in charge of that particular laboratory where the manufacture is being done. And after the intent is received, the alcohol is issued in duly sealed containers after the approval or after an intimation is given to the excise officer who is in charge in that particular laboratory. So thank you so much, dear students. This was all in today's lecture. Today we studied about the requirement of a bonded laboratory, and in our next lecture we will be starting the procedure for manufacture in a bonded laboratory. Right? So if you have any queries, any doubt in today's lecture, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much for attending this lecture. Thank you.